Hello there, it's Paul here and welcome everyone. It's the end of November and I think I've been in the shed maybe once this year. I came in the shed the other day just to pick up some mould grips, just to sort out a fitment on the tap. And I opened the door, it was bitterly cold outside, heating's on a thermostat, and I thought, why am I not in here? So I've decided I want to try and get back into the shed a little bit more, especially when it's wet. And I can't really do a lot else. I think it might even been last year when I was in here, I was starting to cut up all this beech. It was an old worktop that had been repurposed and made into a desk, and I was given the wood, so I thought I would do a segmented project out of it. So because I've not been here for so long, I'm not going to start off with a segmented project. So I think the first thing I need to do is give a good clear up in here, because I've got the table saw out, all this wood on here. You just do not have any room to move whatsoever. And strangely enough, I've just also got, if I just tilt the camera down, got an egg cup on the lathe here. Finishing that with tung oil. So I guess I may well just part that off so that I can just get it off the lathe, get tidying up before I have a bit of a talk on what I've got to do. The shed is now back to a little bit of normality. Still very tight for space, and I could probably still throw a lot more out. I will try and get rid of a couple of bags of rubbish out of here tomorrow just to free up a little bit more space as well. Last year I started flying a drone, which is why I sort of stopped in the shed. Did that for quite a few months, and then probably about 4 or 5 months ago I then decided to upgrade my old 20-year-old digital camera and bought a new one. So therefore the photography has sort of taken over my life there. But I do really want to get back into the shed and start doing projects again. In actual fact, I need to, because I've got a couple of jobs I've got to get done. My daughter is getting married, I think it's September next year, and she's already tasked me with a job of creating the table signs to do on the tables. And I think she said to me what she wanted was some form of a sign, a bit like you get like the public footpath signs. All the tables, I believe, are going to be named on places that her and her partner have been to. So places like Felixstowe, which is a seaside town down in the southeast of the country where we come from. She's been to Prague and a few other places like that. So that's where the name's going to come from. She wants me to basically use my laser to do the names, a bit like I've just done here. I've just done a very, very small one just to see, one, check my laser still works fine, and two, just to get an idea. And I'm thinking here, maybe rather than the actual footpath signs, maybe go for a bit like the road signs you get. So where you get a couple of posts coming up and then either side of the post. I could then burn 2 of these so that I've got one on one side of the posts and then one on the other side, so at least it will be seen on both sides of the table. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to create probably another one of these a little bit bigger, and then try and turn a couple of posts and then decide how I want it sat on something. I think what would also be nice as well is that where you've got those posts to sit into something, maybe something like that with a piece of bark on the top. So I just have to make sure that I cut that off flat with the curved bark over the top, and then the post can go in either there, and then you've got your name on the top there. That's just an idea, so I'm just trying to think out the box at the moment. It might just be a flat piece of wood. Now the other thing as well is that on the 2nd of November I also became a granddad. My same daughter gave birth to Sydney May. She was nearly 3 months early. She was actually 11 weeks. and she only weighed 900 grams, which is about £2. For those of you who've had children, you'll know that that is very, very small. Both mother and daughter are doing absolutely fine. She's slowly putting on the weight and getting bigger. I've just burnt these on the laser machine and cut them out on the bandsaw and sand them down on my belt sander. If you just want to see that, I'll just play a video on the side here of what was going on there. And just for reference, these are 100mm wide and 20mm high. So I still think they're probably going to be a small scale of possibly what's required, but I'm not sure. The reason I've done two is I want to turn a couple of posts so that one will go behind each one on the back there and drop down. I may have to file some flat spots on the posts so that they've got more area to glue on. I'm not sure yet. I don't think pins or nails or anything would look very good on this. In the lathe here, I've got a piece of beech. It's the worktop that I was speaking about earlier. It was just an offcut which never got cut up, and just to show it was actually painted black on one side. So I've just cut a couple of lengths there. Unsure of what dimensions or anything that I'm going to do yet. As they're 20mm high, I think possibly maybe a post around about 10mm maximum will be ideal on there. Height wise, again, unsure on there. It's going to be a case of eyeball when I get it. I think I will probably do it so the post sticks out from the top rather than this being at the very top. So if that is my post like that, it's going to be something like that, sticking out a bit at the top, and maybe probably something like that, so that's going to be sticking out the ground, and where my thumb is, then it would be really sort of like a smaller diameter to then go into another piece of wood. Just for reference, I mean, this is roughly about 20mm square, and length on there sticking outside the jaws about 140mm. Going to mark these up roughly. So I put a mark there for where the top is going to be. This one's sticking over by about 5mm. So the and that's 20mm on there. So therefore I need to then be about another 70mm to the base, something like about 10mm for it to drop in. Just locked the chuck off. I want to bring the tool rest up as a guide. Just below that. that will fit in there like that, and it just gives it that slight flat area for the glue to hold. So that should now be directly on the opposite side, where I can now file this one down. That one fits in there, a treat. And I can try and shape this top a little bit and then part it off. That's the post, and I don't know what it shows on the camera there, but I've got a flat spot on either side there. So that will just slot in there, nice and flat. When I attach the signs, it should hopefully go on something like that. I will just turn another one of these and then see where I go from there. Since I've just turned the actual spindles for the poles for the sign, I've been playing around the computer with a few bits of writing and stuff like that to do a little bit more burning on the laser. And the reason for that is also for the base. If you follow my channel, you'll know that I had an issue in the shed here with the thermostat on my radiator going, and it's literally boiled everything in here. And it's the first time I've actually just gone to use my glue since that happened. And well, let's just say it's not in a very good state, but at least I've got something there I can use at the moment, but it will need to be replaced. This is what I've come up with. As you can see, I've literally just glued this together, so I've just got to be careful on this. So this really is sort of like a demo, sort of like draft piece. Hopefully you can just see now what I mean about the place sign being on both sides. And at the same time, I've just used a bit of pine here. It was, I think it was an old drawer out of a unit. And I've just burnt on there my daughter's name, her partner's name, and the date of their wedding as well. So nothing's finished on there. It's just really as a trial demo piece. I might give that a spray with some sanding sealer and some spray lacquer later on when the glue is dried, just to see what it's like. In proportions, the base size to the height of these posts, I probably find a little bit tall, but having said that, if it's a table piece, I suspect it's going to probably be double the size of this, maybe not, I'm not sure. You're going to need those sort of reasonably high so that at least they're seen on the table anyway. So it might be that they go up at this sort of height, maybe double the height, maybe not quite double the width, but we'll obviously have to just see. But I'm quite pleased the way that's come out at the moment. I've come back out into the shed again today, and I've just given this a finish. Gave it a coat of sanding sealer, let that dry off, and then I've given it probably about a couple of coats, if not 3 coats of gloss lacquer. And it's interesting actually, I've took a picture of what it was natural wood, and then a picture of what it was like with the sanding sealer. I think the gloss lacquer has now boosted it a little bit further. The first thing that the sanding sealer did was it brought out a lot more contrast. So the lettering, especially on the sign here, and the laser work on here have all come out so much more sort of like contrasty, and they really show up a lot better. It's still only a demo piece. My daughter did come around last night and I showed it to her, and she was really pleased with the idea of it. Just a question of size, because she did say that there's going to be flowers on each of the tables. So for starters, you've got a vase, which I haven't bought yet, so it could be the height of the vase on there, something like that. And then you've got the flowers as well. Will this need to be over the height of the flowers? If so, then does it get in the way? Do I come out with something totally different with, and it may well be that I come out with something totally different with two tall posts with just a small flat square piece of wood on the bottom under each post, rather than right across and without the laser engraving on here, but still have the signs on here. It's all to be thought of and decided. Hopefully I'll just give some updates or a video or something, which will probably be next year when I actually finally get round to doing the finished pieces. It's been really nice coming back into the shed again, especially for an item which has got a purpose. Thanks a lot for watching.